what we came for.
Hello athletes, I'm heading to the gym. Hope it's not gonna be too crowded. I don't know what's going on these days, gym is always full. It looks like people are preparing to be fit for New Year's Eve or something. I don't know, all jokes aside. So today we're gonna train chest, probably favorite muscle part for the most of you. For me surely is. Favorite exercise, which is incline dumbbell press, and also because I'm trying to improve my upper chest. I'm seeing a lot of beginners who are always starting with a flat bench press. In that way, they overdevelop middle chest, which means smaller upper part of the chest. Back in the day I did that mistake too, because the most common question in the gym was how much do you lift on a bench press? So we always competed among each other. Who's gonna be the strongest on a flat bench press? And we were driven by our egos, which usually doesn't develop the best muscle structure, right? If your upper chest is less developed, then always start your training with some upper chest exercise. So let's go. Obviously Dennis would rather have a sparring with me, but today we need to pump some iron. Okay, as I mentioned previously, we're starting with incline dumbbell press. Usually I like to do 2 exercises for the upper chest. First there will be 2 warm-up sets, followed by 2 heavy working sets. For warm-up sets I'm always doing up to 20 repetitions, and for the working sets it's gonna be between 14 and 10 repetitions. For me, it's very important to warm up chest properly, because that will determine how good pump will be during the whole training. Sometimes in a hurry I've started with heavier weight immediately, without proper warm up, and didn't have a good pump during the whole training session. I'm always going heavy on my first exercise, and for every other exercise I'm concentrating on isolated movement. And now second warm up set. 6, 7, 8, 9. We are still going to 20 repetitions. Maybe more. I like dumbbells, because there's much more control during the movement instead of barbell, where your hands are mostly locked. For example, if you have some shoulders injury or similar, you can control the angle of your dumbbells and perform the exercise quite well, which would be almost impossible with the incline bench press in that case. I've been training the maximum weight for every set and every muscle group for almost 30 years, faced with many injuries, and now I'm focused on details and longevity. Here and there I do some ego lifting, but not very often. First heavy set. Training heavy was fun, of course. At the end I realized that my muscles look much better when I'm training smarter. And also there is almost no serious injuries anymore. But going heavy on my first exercise is what's preserving my strength. In the past I had a huge tendon problem in my shoulder, so I'm avoiding flat bench press at all costs. There are so many great exercises you can do instead of flat bench press, but if you really like to do it, go for it, of course. I did it for 25 years and stopped for last 5 years, and I didn't lose any volume and quality of my chest because I'm compensating with other exercises. Okay, for the second heavyweight it's gonna be 50 kg dumbbells with controlled 10 repetitions. It's rather reasonable weight and not my max. In the past, when I was 10 kg heavier, my PR on incline dumbbell press was 70 kg dumbbells for 6 repetitions. In the pounds that would be 6 repetitions with 155 pounds dumbbells. Now we are moving on to the second exercise. It's the old school one, which I'm doing from my beginnings in bodybuilding. It's low cable crossover. It's very effective exercise for the huge pump, especially after the incline dumbbell press. So the main point is to hit the upper chest. Just stretch your arms and squeeze at the top. if you go from even lower position to high, besides upper chest, you're gonna hit lower and middle part of the chest, which is also great. But the most common mistake is to go too heavy on this one. This is not that type of exercise. I'm gonna go up to 20 repetitions per set. It'll be 3 sets. We're gonna raise up the weight just a little bit. Go for the second set. We are not power lifters, but bodybuilders. And our main goal is not just to lift up the weight, but to build the best physique that we can. Do I think you need to train with heavyweight if you're a beginner who trained for last 1 to 2 years and who learned how to train properly? Yes, I do. Because heavyweight will build your structure, muscle mass and strength, but you need to be smart and know your limitations. Dennis thinks this is not enough, so he had some push-ups too. So the last one. Slow and volume. 1, 2, 3, feel 20. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, our third exercise is seated chest press machine. I'm doing this from 15 to 20 repetitions to failure, but no less than 15 repetitions, and with every second partial rep. With partial rep, you're gonna get great pump. Here I'm concentrating on the form and contraction, not on the heaviest weight possible. Remember, it's always about the pump. So guys, with partial repetitions, every second is partial. First normal, second partial. Normal, partial, but slow, not too fast. If you haven't already, give it a try to break up your routine. So with these partials, it's really crazy pump. So 1 full rep, 1 partial rep. Half, yes. Full. Half. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. It looks simple, but it's not that easy, right? Partial, full, partial, full, It's burning. And for the last exercise, we're gonna do flat bench dumbbell flies. It's gonna be 4 sets for 15 to 20 repetitions. Don't go too deep like Arnold did in the old videos, because you are not Arnold Schwarzenegger, and because you are risking injuries, especially if you use heavier dumbbells. It's enough to go slightly below 90 degrees angle, like this, and you'll be fine. Don't spread your arms like this, it's too wide. You're risking tendon injuries, so this is enough. Okay guys, that's it for today. Hope it was interesting and you've learned something, and see you in the next video. Cheers!